All right, man. And we're fucking live right now, dude.
Yeah,
What's going on, dude?
not much, man. Just chilling out. Been watching, excited about the NBA restart for sure.
Yeah, man. I feel like sports been off weird for a minute, dude. I feel like even us playing basketball like today, like we hadn't done that for a long, long time, you know?
Yeah, man. I just,
I was kind of skeptical at first, right? Like, because like in the beginning of the year, dude, like I didn't know if anything was gonna be normal, right? I thought if like, you saw other people, you would just like get it and shit. So like, I don't know. At first, when when we were first like hanging out, we were like trying to be like, trying to like be apart and stuff like that, like trying to social distance.
sure,
And then
yeah.
I don't know, man. But I don't know. Things just let up a little bit.
I mean, at first everything was like, we didn't know how crazy it was gonna get, I guess, which was like the weird thing. So it was like, you couldn't tell like what direction everything was headed. And then it's pretty much, pretty much worst case scenario, dude. I
Yeah,
don't
dude.
know.
I man, whatever, bro. Like I don't know. That's gonna be what it is, dude. I'm like hoping we can at least like go travel a little bit soon. I think that's the biggest thing I've been missing all year, man. I think I had a big travel year planned, man. Like I was gonna do like we talked about, right? I was gonna do like Thailand and Bali,
Was that part of your honeymoon?
honeymoon. Yeah, dude. I was supposed to do that. I was gonna go to like London and Amsterdam this year, my
Wow.
bachelor party and shit like that. Even one of my buddies, dude. You know that one Scottish dude I told you about?
Yeah.
He was gonna have his bachelor party in Budapest, and I was like, just why
Oh
not, dude?
shit.
Put on the books, dude. So yeah, I mean, all that got derailed, which is fine, dude. It's all good, but
Where is Budapest even?
dude, I have no idea.
Come
I
on,
had no
man.
dude. So,
You don't know where you're going on
dude,
vacation?
I was just gonna fucking say, hey, look, just book it, Google Flights, dude, take me there. You know what I'm saying?
What made so it's his party is
It
in
was his bachelor
Budapest?
party. Like
What
he was
made him
supposed
want
to
to
get
what made
married.
him want to do it there?
So he's from Scotland. So like one day I got added to this like WhatsApp group. You know what I mean? Like, you know what
Yeah.
that is, right? WhatsApp. It's like a
Yeah.
so um
Sponsor of this podcast.
yeah. By the way, so like no, dude, I was so I got added to this WhatsApp group with a bunch of like numbers I didn't know, like area codes were like +44. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like so, but then like they named it. It was like my buddy's like bachelor party. So, for them, right? They all live in Scotland and Europe.
Yeah.
Like Budapest is like a 45-hour flight, 2-hour flight. You know what I mean? Like it's not too far for them, and it's not that expensive either, which is okay, right? Like I'll
Yeah.
go. So that's why they planned it in Budapest, 'cause I think it was just like a central location for all the friends and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It was good. I was excited for that too, man. But
Like
you,
what's there to do out there?
I don't, dude. I feel like there's some like good like history and stuff,
History?
but I don't know, dude. I don't even know what it is, so I can't say anything
Yeah.
about it, man.
Yeah.
Can we
Okay.
move on from that, dude?
I guess, man. I don't know. It seems like you don't know shit about Budapest.
Dude. Yeah, man. Did you have any travel in the books this year?
No, man.
Batavia, maybe.
Batavia?
Then move one suburb over.
No, dude. I mean, I was supposed to go to a bachelor party in Vegas,
Yeah, yeah,
and I mean, I'm going to Minnesota in a couple weeks, dude. But I've never even been out of the country, man. I mean, that's definitely something that I'm looking to do. But I feel like the theme has just been like I've had like three friends' weddings get canceled like due to
yeah,
COVID,
yeah.
and like they're all their like Euro trip plans like got derailed.
Yeah, dude. Dude, we should go somewhere, man. I mean, I know we're going to Minneapolis soon, so that'll be fun, bro. But I think like where would you want to go, man, if we went somewhere?
Like outside the country.
Yeah, yeah. What's a spot you've been like itching to go to?
Honestly, dude, I would want to go to. Oh, man, I have like multiple different places that I really want to go. I feel like Japan would be super cool.
Yeah, dude. Japan
Just
would be
like
nice.
the culture and the food out there is super cool. And then I really want to go to like Nigeria.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be super cool, man. Just like
Why Nigeria?
I don't know, man, because they have really good food there,
Yeah.
like for
Okay.
sure. And then it's just to experience like I don't know, man, just like life on a continent, like different continent, dude.
Yeah, dude. Do your parents have like any type of like European roots or anything like that, or are they just straight up?
European.
Yeah. Or are
Yeah,
they...
I'm Greek, German,
Oh shit.
Irish,
Damn.
Polish.
Any more you want to list
That's
off? For me?
it.
Alright.
That's
For
it. I
sure,
mean,
dude. Yeah, That's cool though. I think Japan would be a good one, dude. I feel like you might like Hong Kong. I like popped over there for a minute, dude.
What'd you guys do out there?
Dude, we didn't do anything there, man. Like we were so that remember I told you how we went to Macau and shit that one time for my buddy's
Yeah,
party.
yeah, that's like the Vegas over there.
Yeah, yeah, in whatever, right? So you gotta take a boat from so we fly into Hong Kong, right? You gotta take a boat from Hong Kong to Macau. It's like an hour and a half, dude. So we one night like we went out the night before, dude, and we were like just like the next morning, we were like really like hungover. You know what I'm saying? It was just like a rough night, but it was fun, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, why don't we just go to Hong Kong? Like we probably won't come this way for a while, But we were all like just destroyed, dude. So we go over there, we take the boat, we're all like zombie mode. So we go over there, we just go to like a ramen. So first we go to this rooftop, right? And we're like wearing shorts and like shit like we're wearing right now, right?
Sure.
Like and it's like a fancy spot. So like they're like, all right, you guys can't come in here. We're like, all right, fine. So then we go to this like hole in the wall like ramen spot in Hong Kong, and then we come back home, and that's it. Yeah, it was, dude. We were just like we weren't prepared for the day.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So,
No, sure.
but like Hong Kong's a really cool city, dude. Like there's like skyscrapers everywhere. The food is good. Yeah, I don't know.
So how far away from Macau is Hong Kong?
I don't know how many miles, but it's like we take a ferry.
You got on a boat over
Yeah,
there?
yeah. It's a nice like big ferry. Whatever. Hong Kong's good. I don't know. I was I really want to go. I really want to go to like a soccer game in like England or Spain or something like that.
Yeah,
See the atmosphere.
Didn't you say you played in one of those stadiums or something?
Dude, I did. I actually went over to the Camp Nou and played in there for a second. It was fun. It was really fun.
Like it's just like a training thing, or did you play against
dude.
somebody?
Yeah, no, we we kind of scrimmaged a little bit, which was really fun. But like it was more like for fun, dude. You know what I mean? It wasn't like anything serious. It was just like we kind of tapping around and stuff like that. But everyone was better than us. You know what I mean? When we went there, like
Sure.
it was like, dude,
To be expected,
dude.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I've never been like really too far into Spain or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like just kind of just like in one concentrated spot. I like did a stopover in England too, like once, but honestly, like I haven't explored any parts of those countries, so it'd be cool to kind of go around there.
Yeah.
I don't know. You ever been on a cruise, dude?
No, I haven't.
They're fun, man. They're fun. They're a little weird though too, but I feel like you'd like that too.
Like, what do you feel like your initial reaction was, like, in Europe about, like, the difference between here and there?
Yeah, dude, that's a good one. Like, I think so. Like, I was saying, like, I was talking about on a few of my podcasts, but like, dude, so when, everything's like a little bit chiller there. Everything's just a little bit smoother. From what I felt, like, I felt like the vibe is just people stop and take time to help you. Not to say people here won't, you know what I'm saying, but like, I don't know. There's overall like this like kind vibe in the air, and people seem to really like what they do there too. I don't know why that is. I mean, I could probably like, I don't know, like think about that for a second, but like, or like say something about that. But like maybe because the government takes care of them, right? Not to go too deep into that shit.
I mean, I definitely think that's probably a factor, dude. I mean, you feel like people in America are generally just like more in a rush to like get everywhere, and like they don't stop and smell the roses.
Dude, man, I was just thinking about it. So I was like, I went for a walk this morning, and when I was coming back, I was like, dude, like if more people like just kind of like went for a walk and like looked around and just like like just smelled the air and like looked at the greens and stuff like that. Like I feel like instead of like, oh, I gotta go faster, I gotta go, like do this, do that. Like we're talking about today, like dude, like people who be complaining about their kids a whole bunch, and then they got like dogs and they got all these other shits going on. Like these there's added on obligation after obligation. I don't know, and I'm not. So we start talking about Europe and stuff like that. I don't know. It just life seems simpler over there, dude. It just seemed a lot simpler. There wasn't as much need for like things or like to consume.
Like technology.
Dude, people spend a lot of time in their house, man. Like they just like they hang out. They don't like I don't say people don't go out, but they like don't need to like go consume a whole bunch, you know,
Sure.
buy new things. I don't know. I'm like making really like general statements, but like, you know what I'm saying? It just like the interactions I had were very genuine.
So you're
like,
saying you feel like the emphasis is more on like like family and friends and like spending time together as opposed to like
yeah.
material.
Yeah, dude. It was funny because we went on this tour. We went on this tour like of Loch Ness, right? We went on this like it was like a boat tour, right? We went on Loch Ness. It's like a big ass lake, right?
You think the Loch Ness monster is real?
Dude, that thing is definitely in there somewhere. Like,
Why?
the water is so black and dark and shit, dude. Like, there has to be some kind of monster in there, bro.
Well,
Like,
no,
lurking.
dude, no.
Dude,
I feel
you
like,
go there
dude,
once and you tell me there's not a monster in there.
dude, I just feel like of all the legends, man, like Bigfoot and like aliens, I feel like the Loch
That's
Ness
not
monster
real.
is like the low man on the totem
Yeah,
pole
that's
for sure, dude.
No, for sure, dude.
Because haven't they done like radar? Like they got on a boat and like scanned radar all the way down, and like they
You
literally
think
like
the
never.
Loch Ness monster's gonna be on some radar, dude?
Oh.
They can't program for that. That's like some next level stuff, dude.
No, dude.
You know what? You better get your facts straight.
I feel like there's probably
You're probably gonna
like
find
multiple like History Channel like documentaries out there with like some grainy ass footage of something sticking out of the water, man.
Yeah, dude. But that's probably what I want you to think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like some top 5 shit you be watching all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
You know, what the top 5?
Yeah, well, there was actually was like that guy's running out of ideas.
The
Scraping
last
the bottom of the barrel.
top 5 is garbage, dude. It's like, oh, dude, like that tree like moved a little bit. Ghosts. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, what were you were saying something I don't even know.
No, we were talking about Europe, no?
Yeah, and like, why do you think you said you were kind of starting to say you think they do things right?
I
treat
do,
their people better.
Like, you know, I think that like everyone's got time. You know, like they seem to have a little bit more time to just like you know, take in life, just kind of enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just like kind of stop and smell the roses. You know, that's kind of cheesy, but
They get way more vacation time. They get way better FMLA and
Yeah.
maternity leave and all that stuff, man. Those things are important.
yeah, dude. It seems like you know, if people want to do more, right? If they want to like achieve higher and get more money, like they definitely have the opportunity, right? But like people who just want to like, you know, like they're like, I'm good where I'm at, like they also are accounted for, you know, they're also taken care of. Not everyone has to be like hustling to get more money and stuff all the time, you know?
Yeah, so you're saying like the floor is higher
Yeah,
in
dude.
Europe. Like people aren't struggling as much as people are in America because they take better care of their own citizens and
Yeah. That's what it seems like. I mean, I don't know. I didn't say
Yeah.
any facts just now, right? Like I
yeah,
just kinda
this
what I
is all
felt.
this is all just anecdotal
What's
and
up, dude?
the
Like
opinion of two morons. But I
Yeah.
mean, it seems like I don't know. It just seems like in America, like you know, the minimum wage hasn't been risen in God knows how long. I mean, and the you know inflation and the cost of living keep going way up, and it's like
dude,
impossible to.
no one can keep up, man. Dude, you ever think about like you ever just like go out and buy like nice groceries? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like and how
Nice
expensive that is?
groceries?
Like
Yeah.
just dude, let me just buy some good groceries from like Trader Joe's, right? And like
Yeah.
some like organic stuff, you
Yeah.
know, like some like try to be a good citizen,
Yeah.
right? You know, but dude, that is so expensive, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, fortunately I can buy it, but like man, like dude, I can't see like, you know, people with lesser income like spending on quality food.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like at some point they're gonna have to compromise on something, you know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty bogus, you know?
I feel like that's one of the problems that we struggle with is they need to make healthy food more affordable and more accessible
Yeah.
to people. Like the government has to like subsidize like healthier foods so that people make better decisions.
Dude.
Like I mean we both went to school for public health.
Yep.
So I think that would be like should be at like the top of the priority list, honestly, man. Like with obesity and you know type 2 diabetes running
Dude.
rampant out there.
Dude, going pandemic, dude. But like, you know, fucking like we've talked about that too, where it's like, man, like just invest in the citizens, right?
Mhm.
Like just invest in their education, their health, and maybe, dude, maybe like they'll like be better, right? You won't have to worry about them as much if they just
Right.
like, have what they need. But you never, I don't know. We're just like talking again, right? Like it's probably easier said than done for sure, but
No,
I think there's
it's
a definite like until there's like shift in mentality, I feel like things will just kind of keep going the way they are.
and I think that's another thing that they do right is, the whole education thing,
Yeah.
like where school is at the very least affordable if not free. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing, man. It's people. It's like student loans are supposed to be an investment in our citizens and our future as a country,
Yeah.
but instead colleges try to take advantage of the government guaranteed loans and jack the price way up.
Oh my god.
So now people can't afford to go to school or afford to pay off their loans, when in reality that's just holding us back from progressing and our future progressing.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, like, I don't know how far you are into like getting your loans, dude. I'm like still way up
0.
there. Yeah, dude. Like, dude, I'll be like in my fucking grave, like paying my student loans off. Probably, I don't know. It's like it's crazy. Like, I actually had never thought that it was gonna be like that. Did you ever think like college was gonna be that
I
expensive? When you
feel
look at
like
it?
I feel like you're at the time when that decision has to be made, your brain is not developed enough to understand. Like you don't know enough about the real world and like what it's like to have a full-time job and
Yeah,
like
100%.
I mean, well, not necessarily a full-time job, but like to budget, like living on your own and going to work every day and like dealing with all the bills, like when you're completely independent and you're just like, I'm a 17-year-old kid in high school. It's like, when is like
Yeah.
nobody shows you like the gravity of the decision that you're making at the time. Like all they can do is tell you, like to get in a major that's going to make you a lot of money or something.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah. Did your parents go to college in like the United States?
yeah,
They did.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
My mom did.
She did.
Yeah.
And then, what did she do?
My mom went to law school
Okay,
actually.
cool.
Yeah, she worked in a law firm for a little bit right when she
Yeah.
before I ruined her life.
Before I stole her youth from her. But no, dude. Like no. So the reason I say that is because like my mom went to college in Philly, and then I think my dad went to college in Seattle, right?
Hmm.
And like maybe the same opportunities weren't available to them when they got out of college or coming up, because I think there was like this tunnel vision path. They were like, I gotta settle in America, I gotta get educated, get a job. And they had this tough immigrant life. But dude, like I would tell if I ever had kids, right, or if I were someone to ask me advice, I'd be like, you could go to college, right? That's good. Like it's a good endeavor to do. It'll make you better for sure, right? But one, it's really expensive, and I don't think you understand the debt like you'll be in afterwards. But two, there's like plenty of other ways to make income these days, right?
Totally.
Like there's plenty of other ways to like make easier income than like going to a job every day, right? And things like that. So I don't know. I tell my cousin that a lot too, dude, when she's like asking me about things.
Is
But
she like in high school?
yeah, dude, she's going to college next year,
Yeah.
which is crazy. So which is good. College is good, man. I'm not gonna knock that.
No, but
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like kids at that age, they go into it with the expectation that this is going to make me a lot of money if
Yeah.
I get this degree and do X, Y, and Z, when in reality that's not always the case.
Yeah, I don't even know if money, it was definitely in the mix, but I don't know if it was like the direct motive at the time for me. I think it was just like, dude, you gotta like get into like a good firm or whatever. You gotta get into like a prestigious role, so like people think you're doing shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think that, to be honest, was like the reason I like had this like trajectory that I did, and then like I immediately realized that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's stupid. So then money became a little bit more of a motive, I guess. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like I would wonder if you asked someone like, or if you asked me, or if I asked you like as you were going to college, like, hey dude, why do you want to go to college?
I couldn't
I would
tell
have an
you.
answer. Exactly.
No. I mean, I didn't even have as much direction as you did.
Yeah.
I literally, like, it was just like my parents were telling me I had to go to college, so it's like, all right, like
Yeah, I'll go, I guess.
I'll go, I guess,
Yeah.
and it's like pretty much all I could do is everyone tells you to like follow what you're interested in,
Yeah.
so it's like you go that route, and then a lot of times when you don't have like when you don't understand like what that gets you,
Yeah, yeah.
and like how exponential like growth happens in your career path. It's like there really are certain majors where it's like there's only one way to make money doing this. Like I was a
Yeah.
psychology major,
Oh,
for
you were
example,
okay.
in my undergrad, and that's like you're gonna be a therapist, you're gonna be a counselor, you're gonna be a psychiatrist,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
like there's social work maybe. There's really not a whole lot that you can do with a bachelor's degree in psychology,
Yeah. Did you want to do any of those things?
I thought I kind of
Yeah.
did because I was like really interested in addiction
Okay.
and just like general mental health.
For sure.
Subject matter was interesting to
Yeah,
me,
yeah, yeah.
but I guess I didn't. I don't know. It's like I after studying it, and I kind of did work, in the mental health field for a little bit.
Right, right, right.
Um, and it's like I spent like 6 months in the field, and it's just like I don't want to do this at all.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like this is not where I want to be.
It's different how like when you actually think about the day to day of a job, right? Like
Yeah,
I feel like you probably think about like I don't even yeah, you probably think about like you're gonna like, save lives and stuff like that. And then as you get into the administrative part of it, like, workplace politics or like even the job itself might not be what you thought it is, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit'll happen and then you'll be like, dude, I just fucking did like 4 years of this, like for this moment, you know what I mean?
yeah. That's kind of. I feel like that's one of the things that you realize, like the more that you do the 9 to 5 grind. It's just like you kind of realize how I don't want to say meaningless, but it's like you feel like your day to day operations are almost meaningless.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really matter. It doesn't like fulfill you necessarily. It doesn't make you happy. It's just like something that you have to do.
Yeah, you quickly come to that like sad realization. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like sad,
No,
like
it's not.
super
It's just the reality of it.
reality exactly. I mean, I think like so like college. What I think it did teach me was like you gotta like kind of work hard, and if you do work hard, like results will come. You know what I mean? Because like
You're just
you
putting
start.
yourself in the best position to succeed by
Yeah, and
doing
like
that.
if you network, you gotta like get jobs like that. Put yourself out there a little bit. All those things are good for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that's like do you think they meant that like when they set up the curriculum, you know what I mean, like, or is that
No.
like a life lesson that you just kind of got out of it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 You definitely learn more life skills like in the process.
Right. I think those things carry over into my like into
Sure.
work like way better because like like being able to like be someone who gets along with other people in the office or like is
Mm-hmm.
not like a friction point. It's
Yeah.
pretty much the only thing you got to do to be successful in the workplace, right? Like
That's
don't be a
another
cog,
thing.
man.
That's kind of another thing why it's not depressing is because you realize like how bad you have to be at your job to get fired.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like there's
yeah.
so many people out there who like just avoid work all day, but it's like you're pretty easy to get along with. Like I'm not gonna fire you.
Right.
It's like I might yell at you here or there, but for the most part, I don't know, man. It's like as a kid, you see your parents and other adults, and you just think like, wow, this person's really got their shit together. Like this
Yeah,
guy is like known what he's doing his whole life. When in reality, you just kind of like fall ass backwards into things sometimes and
dude.
find opportunities that you never thought would even like be there.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can like. I feel like, like we're not like like clinically trained or anything like that, right? Like we're not like directly with patients. So I feel like anything outside of that realm, for the most part, you can learn. You know what I'm saying? Like in a role like yours or in a role like mine, like
Hmm.
dude, you can pretty much just learn it if you want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're willing to just kind of like open yourself up to critique and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, because I feel like people can always work with someone who like tries. You know what I'm saying? And it's like about faced about things as opposed to someone who's like, yeah, dude, I know everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah, I feel like employers in general, like one of the things they ask you like during job interviews or like during those stupid like job tests that they give you is like, are you willing to adapt to change? And I feel like that's a huge red flag for employers when they realize that like some of their employees are not going to be open to new ideas because companies are constantly evolving and like expecting different things out of their employees and expecting them to learn new software programs.
Yeah.
And when someone just doesn't want to do that and they're stubborn about adapting to what's being asked of them, that can cause huge problems.
Dude, I mean, yeah, 100%. I think people like they seek like that comfort, right? Like from things just being steady, right? And that makes sense. I totally get it, right? Like you want some type of like stability in your job, right? But what if your job is to just constantly grow, right? Like you learn new systems or new things, right? All that stuff has to be kind of good for you, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, why not just do that? You know what I mean? Like no one's gonna expect you to be the expert on it. Just you guys are gonna learn together. No one can be like, oh, dude, he's gonna be the champion on it in like 5 days, right? Like,
yeah.
Come on now, like you're gonna take some hits here and there. Just move forward, dude.
I feel like that's the hallmark of like a bad employee is like when you ask them to do something that's like slightly off of their normal routine and they get all up in arms about it.
Dude, you do WebEx at work, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got any funny WebEx stories?
Not really. Just mostly people thinking they're on mute and them not being on mute,
saying some shit.
Like, nothing really embarrassing.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people out there that don't understand like technology. I guess. Like, some older people who haven't been around like computers and like cell phones for too long, and they don't like. I'll be on like a video, like a WebEx meeting, and someone will have like their camera on, and they don't even realize it. It's like, how do you not?
Yeah, dude. Like,
how do you not notice that you're broadcasting?
Like it shows a little thumbnail of yourself, like, dude. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude, man. I got a couple like really heavy like breathers. Like I don't know if they understand like that they're breathing that heavily into the mic because like it makes that like sound. So like there'll be this like one dude every time. So when someone logs in, you get this like bloop. Like that means someone like jumped onto the call. So you go bloop.
Like, he's on.
Oh, it's present. He's accounted for. Check him off. It's like, dude, all right, there he is. You know what I mean? So funny, man. Yeah, dude. I mean, sometimes like the webcam thing, like I don't really get it because like we don't really need to see each other, right? Like what for?
I feel like I'm way more comfortable just like not showing my face. Yeah. It's like, okay, this can be like a web meeting, but it's like I feel like I'm just like looking at myself talking, like because I can't like. I'm so self-conscious like during video meetings and like public speaking that I just like I'm looking at myself talking and I just get like super like tweaked out and just I don't know.
Start talking too much, dude. That's what I
just like
vomiting.
Like. I just like feel obligated to say something and like participate, even though I have like nothing to.
Any plans for the weekends, guys? How's the weather where you're at?
Yeah.
Like, where are you located again?
Yeah. No.
Dude, just constantly saying shit.
I mean, that's like working from home has been a trip, man.
Yeah, dude. It's been an interesting experience. I love it, dude. I like really, really love it.
You don't miss anything about The Office?
Nah, dude. I don't miss anything about The Office, to be honest, dude. Like, do you?
I guess I miss some things about it.
Like what?
I don't know. I definitely feel like there's a difference in like being around people like in reality and like talking to them on the phone. It's like you're not getting some degree of like human interaction that you normally would be. It's got its like pros and cons too. I mean, obviously, like being around people is you're gonna butt heads with people more like in person, and you can't like dick around as much like when you're
you for sure you can't mess around as much. Like, dude, that's like one thing I think like a lot of people like I mean, if you think about like the whole concept of an office, dude, like is are we like ever supposed to be like all joined up like that? You know what I mean? Are people supposed to be all like gathered up like that? Like the work from home thing just makes a lot more sense for me, dude. Like wake up, like like do all like like stretch a little bit, like log on, do a few emails, go for a quick walk, wait. It's just like I feel like I'm like way more like centered now that I'm working from home. even my work, I feel like
You feel like you're more productive?
yeah, dude. I like work in like really good like sprints, you know, like I'll work like very intensely for like an hour and a half or so, then
Mm-hmm.
like go for a walk for like 30 minutes or something, you know, and then
30 minutes?
dude, I'll straight up go for a long walk, man. I get shit done during the day, bro. I take a nap for
God
about 3
damn,
hours.
dude.
I got my 1 to 4 nap.
Sounds like you only do about 2 hours of work a day to me.
My day gets longer though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
I'll
yeah,
like
right,
extend my
dude.
day.
No way.
I'll go from
You're full of
4
shit,
to
man.
4:15, and then that way I count for all the time on the walks, dude. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can be more productive because it's like at work, you're not gonna work for 8 straight hours. Like you're still gonna fuck around and you're still gonna kill time. And sometimes I feel like that almost leads you to be like less efficient of an
Yeah,
employee than
dude.
working at home because it's like, all right, I'm at home, I can do the things that I need to do, but then like if I have 10 minutes of free time, I'm gonna like go do the dishes or something,
Yeah,
man. Like help me save time like on the other end of work, like when I get
overall,
off.
yeah. Like when you compartmentalize everything, right? Like you're at work, but like, and then when you work out, like you work out for that hour. You know what I mean? Or you
Mm-hmm.
can do a little bit of everything throughout the day, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about the work culture at where you're at, but like you know like dude like what about when you take a break at work, right? Like are you just supposed to like you know kind of like look at the screen like what are you
Yeah.
supposed to do, you know, go to the bathroom and sit there for a long time and shit like dude, like you know what I mean, like, and it's kind of frowned upon if you're up and moving too much, you know what I'm saying, right?
Totally.
So it's like what do you it's like awkward,
Well, didn't you
right?
say one of your old jobs someone checked you for taking too many coffee breaks?
Yeah, dude. Like I need to get up, man. Like I cannot be sitting down too much, you
Yeah.
know. So I'll go to the kitchen and like I won't even get coffee just to get up and walk around the office. You know what I mean? Like keep my like juices flowing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then like dude, some like bitch like tells on me and I'm like, all right, you know what? Like I can't even walk, dude. Like chain me to my desk, dude. Why
There's
don't you?
definitely like more space for petty shit like that to happen in the workplace because
Yeah.
it's like you're gonna waste time. Like you can't just sit there and do your job like for 8 hours straight. You're gonna want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
But
100%.
like when you're at work, you have to do pettier things to kill time. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna take like 7 coffee breaks today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take like 5 pisses, like,
Yeah.
or yeah,
I'm sitting there and grunt for a long time. Like, won't be upset about
it's
it.
like you have to like find excuses to like step away from your work. Even
Yeah.
though I feel like a lot of times you actually do get a break as part of your work in your contract, and then like nobody ever lets you take a break or like mentions it after the interview. It's
Yeah,
like,
they're like no breaks. Yeah, dude. It's weird, man. I feel like there are some freedoms that like we potentially could have as workers, but like maybe our like superiors don't tell us, and because like they're like, oh, like we didn't tell them, but we didn't like not tell them. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
right,
things like that probably go on like a lot, dude. You know.
totally.
But yeah, I don't know, dude. Like work. Like the fact that like we all ease into the 9 to 5 like is very interesting. You know what I mean? Because I think like you said, we got a different perspective on it. So like I feel like you know you got to do something after work, dude. Like if your work is your passion, that's cool. You know, I commend you for that. Like you found it, right?
That's
But, like,
rarely the case.
yeah, but that's like you know unless you're really like my brother is really in love with his job, man. Like he loves
Yeah.
it. So but like if not, dude, you gotta care about some outside of work, right? Like with music with you, right? Like
Sure.
there you gotta be some that like you're looking forward to, that you want to do. You know what I mean? That like keeps you driven and things like that, dude.
But how do you think? Do you think people who do love their job and their job is everything to them are different, like outside of work? Because it's like when your job is your life. I feel like a lot of those people don't know what to do with their free time
Dude.
sometimes when they invest like all that they are into their job.
Dude, what do you think about like executives and stuff like that, right? Like they're
Yeah.
probably their whole job is probably like their work, right? Like probably
Mhm.
Google CEO, his whole job life is probably like just worrying about Google, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, he must really like it, right? And that's probably what defines him as a person mainly, you know? But I feel like I don't know, for me and you, or me at least, like dude, like my job is like just like one part of my identity. I'm not saying it's not. Do you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I work a 9 to 5 job, but like there's so many other things that like define me. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, like I just like to like do a lot of different things. I guess you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
Diversify yourself a little bit.
Diversify your bonds. But
What's up?
yeah, when your job is your identity, I feel like that's almost unhealthy, because
You can't put all your eggs in
you
one
need to have an
basket, right?
outlet like that's outside of your work, because even if you love your job, you're still getting like significant stress from that. And when you're not at work, you have to have an outlet, like something to put like all of your frustration into and put yourself in a flow state.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just like use it to recharge your batteries, because work is, I don't know about you, man, but work is pretty much just a constant source of stress.
Yeah, dude. I think it's like it'd be interesting. I think like I don't know. I don't like I I mean we're talking again. We're like spectating on it when like we don't have like leadership experience like at that level, right, at the top level. So like my whole point is like I don't know how I'd run a company, right?
Mm.
But like I feel like I wouldn't put myself in a situation if I could like running a company the way like like companies I've been a part of. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I would like try to create a sense of like friendship, or you know what I mean? Just like, dude, like I'm gonna trust you to just do your thing. You do it, like make sure you do it right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
but do you
hard.
feel like
See, yeah,
do you feel like you can even get to that point with that attitude though? That's what I'm saying, because I feel like in order to be a CEO or like an
right.
executive,
You gotta
you
crack some
you
skulls and
have to
shit.
have that cutthroat attitude to get to that level, or else you're not going to make it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think like that's true, right? I think it's 100% true, and I mean I'm just kind of like talking on my ass here, but like I don't know. I feel like is it 100% worth it to be that type of to be like very cutthroat, I mean, look, we made great strides, right, like as a human race and things like that, but like there's probably certain things like we wouldn't have 100% needed. Yeah, it makes our life easier, right, but maybe it would have like had less impact on the environment if we just didn't like go crazy with like cars and boats and automobiles and shit like that, you know what I mean?
So you're saying America is the overly aggressive CEO of the world?
Not America, dude. Just like human beings in
Oh,
general,
human
right?
beings.
Like
Okay, all
human beings
right.
in general, like we've always advanced and shit like that, and it's good, right? Like I take advantage of it, right? We're using fucking computers and mics right now to do this. But like we probably would be alive without them too. You know what I mean? Like it'd probably be okay too. So like
Yeah.
just like kind of I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to get at, like kind of hint at? It's like we don't always need to be like super intense about things. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
sometimes it's worth just like making a connection, being like, yo, dude, let's like do our best. Let's like put our heads together. Let's learn about things. Let's try to figure shit out. And like try to create that like, yo, I got you, you got me type vibe, as opposed to maybe
That's
some
like
like I'm gonna beat your ass.
that's the ideal.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm talking my
I mean, that's
ass.
the ideal way that things would run.
Yeah,
But I just feel like there's way too many people out there that are power hungry and status hungry,
yeah,
and they don't care about anything but reaching the apex of whatever field that they're in.
yeah.
And that creates issues along the way, because they're like they're backstabbing people and doing whatever it takes to rise to the top.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel right. Like if I don't know how you feel about that. Like like I feel like you don't want to put yourself in a situation potentially where you're going to compromise like your integrity for like advancement.
Yeah,
You know
some
what I'm saying?
people don't give a shit
And some
about
people don't care.
that.
It's like it's okay, dude. Like I get it. Like it's all good. But like, man, like just like chill out. Everyone just relax for a minute.
I feel like I feel like being real with people and always giving people the benefit of the doubt is the best approach
Yeah,
to everything,
you're right, dude.
because I don't know. I just feel like if you're more positive towards every one of your interactions, I just feel like good things are more likely to happen to you.
Dude, yeah, dude. I probably couldn't have said that better myself, man. Like, if you try to put your best foot forward and like, just always try to be like, all right, like I'm in control of whether this thing becomes negative or not. You know what I mean? Like, then you probably always like quote unquote win the interaction. Not that like you need to win it, but like for your own mental peace, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like if you pop a flat tire or something like that, like you're gonna get upset about that situation. Yeah, it kind of fucking sucks. You know what I mean? But it's like kind of, all right, it happened. You know what I mean? I can't like change it or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those type of things. I feel like you're always in control of like the way that situation could go. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. I I just think that if you're really cutthroat and you don't care like who you have to screw over to get wherever it is you want to go, you're gonna make enemies, and it's like, yeah, that might get you like to the top, but I feel like at some point you're gonna have some internal dissonance with the way that you've treated other people along the way, and that you might have a lot of money and like status one day, but internally you're probably gonna feel pretty bad about the way you treated people, like
dude,
once it's all over.
dude, we like, yeah, 100%. I think like, you know, in I think like one thing, like investing in like relationships and stuff like that, right? Like I think that's really important. Like even like you said, like, you know, it could be easy like to just like try to like out compete everyone else that you're around, right? But that's a lonely ass race, right? Like what if, you know, you did it together, like, you know, like, dude, like, you know, every Friday we chill, we fucking play basketball, we just like kind of, you know, chat, you know, like those things are like, you know, things I feel like people should probably be doing more often than just out trying to chase money, you know, be competitive with everyone else, like get that new car, get that new this, right? You know what I'm saying? Like just make some fucking, just laugh a little bit, dude. Fucking roast each other a little bit.
That's people whose work is their identity, though.
I get it, man. I get it. It's all good, man. I don't know. Like they're not wrong either. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm
like,
not saying they're wrong. It's like everybody has their own approach to life.
Yeah.
But I guess it depends on what truly makes you happy.
And with that, we're yeah, dude. One thing that like I discuss with my like other friends a lot is like the concept of like legacy. Like I don't know if we touched on that before. Like, does that like what does that mean to you? Like if you were to like say, yo, like this is my legacy. Like what would you say?
So are you saying legacy in terms of like children, or legacy in terms of like making your mark and leaving something behind?
Anything, like either or
any of those?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like my stance on what happens when you die kind of interferes with my opinion on legacy, because I don't know, I just feel like what does it matter?
Yeah, 100%.
Like when you die, and nothing matters because you're dead.
There you go.
And you're not going to be able to like stand up there in heaven and look down at your life and feel really accomplished and proud. I feel like the purpose of life is to enjoy it in the moment,
dude.
And that's not to say that you can't leave a legacy.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you have to feel so lucky to exist on a day-to-day basis that you can't really be worried about what other people thought of you when you die.
Yeah. Like you can't live your life like that. You know what I mean? Like trying to like, I don't know, like, you know, like back in the day they would build monuments, right? Of like to commemorate themselves, like pharaohs and shit would do that, you know? And it's like, what does that do, man? Like, do you think like I don't remember what your day to day is? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't know anything about you, dude. But like, yeah, like you said, like live your life in the moment, dude. Like, are you happy? Are you like, you know, are you really happy? Are you really living the best life you can and shit like that? I don't know about, like, I'll tell you, dude, I don't know about kids, man. Like, I don't know if, like, I don't know if that's, like, my legacy. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's, like, so, if we talk about, like, your last name, right? Like, saying, like, your last name being carried on. Dude, like, I know my dad's last name is my last name. I know that, like, my grandfather's name is my last name. But I couldn't tell you shit about the people before that. Like, right. I couldn't tell you one thing about anybody before that. So, it's, like, in the same sense, like if I were to have kids in like 2 generations, they probably wouldn't be like, oh man, that dude was fucking awesome. Like,
yeah, that dude was awesome 100 years ago. Yeah, dude, I love that guy.
That fucking dude was chill. Look at that statue of him right there. You know, I'm gonna go fucking worship that thing. You know, it's like, I don't know if that's like, that'd be cool, I guess, if they did that. But I don't want to have any part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, so that's kind of my whole thing with like, you know, we talk about that a lot when we're like, you know, having a few whiskeys and shit like that, just talking about life, you know. But
I think it's, you just have to experience all the things that you want to experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes, like, obviously, life is underwhelming sometimes. You're not going to get everything you want, but you have to like accomplish that, like what you really want in some capacity.
Dude, 1,000%. Like, I think, like, you have to be, like, conscious about life, right? Like, it's not like, okay, like, I went to school, I went to college, now I have to get a job, now I have to get a wife, now I have to have kids, right? Like, if that's what you want to do it, right? By all means, go for it. But, like, is that a conscious decision, or is it just, like, that's the next thing to do, because I have to do that,
Follow
right?
the script.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, like, one thing, like, going back to what we were talking about at the beginning is, like, dude, one thing I know I want to do is like go all over the world, man. Like once I got a taste of going like somewhere, I was like, this is bringing me some real fulfillment, dude. And like once I started doing that, I started like hearing different people's stories, right? You hear different people's stories, and you're like, man, dude, this guy over in Scotland who lives on a farm and he just like hosts people like me for a few nights, has his own life, right? He's got his kids, got his own shit going on, trying to make a living over there, dude. Kind of makes you feel a little bit smaller, you know what I mean? And less like my little rat race is important, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, that was like super deep. I like dove into that, but like that, I don't know. I just feel like the more money you make, I feel like the return, like happiness wise, is like it diminishes. You know what I mean? But with like making experiences,
Yeah.
like you can keep. Like I feel like there's no ceiling with it. You know?
Yeah, and I think that when you're on your deathbed, the last thing you're going to say to yourself is, I wish I would have worked more. I think that, like, right before you die, you're going to reflect on, like, the most vivid, fulfilling experiences that you've ever done. And the odds are that that's not going to be your 9-to-5 desk job, unfortunately.
Dude, totally, man. I don't think... I think, like, maybe I'll tell a few, like, funny stories, like... that like of things that happened at the office or happened at work. Like one time I saw this chick getting fired and she had a complete meltdown in the office. Yeah. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna she's like going crazy, dude. I'm like, oh shit. But like, so like I'll probably talk about that a little later in my life, you know what I mean, that I saw that.
Yeah.
Or like some of the raunchy shits people be taking at work too, you know what I mean?
Of
like when I
course.
talk about that,
who could forget,
dude? Yo.
But that's not gonna be...
No, that's not fulfilling me at all.
Well,
I'll tell you that.
I mean, you brought it up for a reason.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, like I will say, like, not to go back to it, but it's like you do take pride in like like you do with your work, I do with my work, like being good at it, right? Like if you're gonna commit to being
good.
I suck, but like if I'm gonna take that on, right? I'm gonna say that I do this, right? This is my job, then I'm like gonna try to be good at it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good habit to do with like kind of any endeavor you like kind of like embark upon. You know what I'm saying? Just try to be good at it. If you're gonna do it, otherwise, like, yeah, I mean, otherwise, kind of like, what's the point? You know?
Yeah, if it's to the point where you don't even like want to be good at your job anymore, you should probably consider it a career change. But it's difficult, like having a job that you're not necessarily fulfilled by. It's kind of difficult to find something that drives you to go in there every day. Because in a lot of jobs, it's not easy to tell when you're making progress sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that's one of the things that I find very frustrating.
What do you mean? Like,
it's like I mean, I work in public health, for example. Yeah. And it's like you do your job and you do everything you're supposed to do. But sometimes it's hard to tell like when you're really like improving. It's like when you like work with your hands, like when you're a carpenter, you just like build like cooler and cooler shit. And you're just like, damn, I'm getting really good at like carpenting. Carpentrizing.
There you go.
And sometimes
carpentry, right?
Yeah.
We good. We got there.
I feel like in those jobs sometimes where you're like not creating something. Like I'm a creative person.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me feel fulfilled is when I create something and I can like go back and think about things that I did before that and like literally see like my progress.
Yeah.
And when you don't have that, sometimes it's just like you just kind of like you're just in this nebulous like day-to-day activity where it's like only after a year you realize just like, oh, like I guess I'm getting the hang of this.
Yeah, you kind of like know like how to respond when someone says something to you. Like at first when people ask you questions like like really like like where is this located on the drive, you know what I mean, and you're like what are you talking about, and then like someone asks you that a year later, you're like, oh, it's right over there, you know what I mean. Like I feel like that's like pretty much how you know.
So when you train other people, that's the only way you know.
I feel like when you can like, kind of talk about what it is a little bit better, you know what I mean? You can like talk about the little ins and outs. You probably have made some progress on it.
Yeah.
Or if you even recommend how to make it better, maybe there's some progress there. But I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that kind of just depends on the field that you're in. Because like, because I guess like in my field, it's like you don't have the same thing happen every day.
Yeah.
It's like I'm literally getting calls from the public on stuff, and I just like my only reaction is like I literally have no idea what to say to you right now. Like I'll get like dudes calling in like yelling at me because they have like hella fire ants in their backyard, and it's like, dude, I have no idea what to tell you right now. This is not
go to the store.
You got the wrong number. Like, figure it out.
Yo, dude. How do you even get this number?
Yeah, seriously. Like, you're gonna call the health department over some fire ants.
Fire ants, dude. That'd be wild, man. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, man, dude. Like, I think like etiquette. Like, some people like, like you said, like you think when you're a kid that like all adults have it together, right? Like you think they like like they know what to do and they know what not to do. But you kind of realize as you get older that that's not the case, man. Like, people do not know how to behave in public scenes, man. Like they'll say some bogus shit, like, or like some offensive stuff, or like things that like, they'll show their true colors at work sometimes, and you'll be like, oh, yo, what? Like, in like a couple of my previous roles, right? Like so, like one of my bosses, she was like years ago, like, but she was remote, right? She was in like Portland or something like that, right? Where weed was legal, right? So that's what this story's about. And she was pretty much saying, she's like, I'll tell like my kids every now and then that if they like smoke weed, that they're gonna be like homeless and like you know what I mean, like that they're gonna like be living around those like dumpster fires and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's kind of bogus to say, right? Like,
yeah,
that doesn't make any sense. That's really like ignorant to say, right? Like, for someone, I don't know if she's tried it or not, maybe she had a bad experience, right? Not to make this about weed, right? But it's like damn, dude, like someone will say some shit like that at work and you'll be like, you maybe shouldn't have said that like at work, dude. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Just like exchange pleasantries and just move on, man. Like, you don't need to get anything like deep in there, man.
Yeah, it's like you ever ask someone just like how's your day going, and then they actually like tell you some like deeply personal shit.
Yeah,
like, just like, god damn, man, all right, like you just say good and then we fucking move along. Yeah,
don't spring any shit on me, man. And I that's another thing that people do, like, because you spend so much time with people at work that sometimes they'll throw their personal problems on you if they're having like shit at home.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, I'm not here for this, man. This is not in my job description, dude. Like, people come over and just plop themselves down on your desk.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm trying to type and act like I don't even see them, but they're like, start talking about like, oh man, so my like husband was doing this, and I'm like, dude, get the fuck away from me, dude.
I don't need this.
I don't need this, dude. I'm already here, fucking acting like I'm working for.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing like how much influence like a mom like that can have on her kid, because now her kid is gonna grow up thinking that if I smoke weed, I'm gonna be homeless.
Yeah, like there's no rational like thinking in that, you know what I mean? Like, that's like how you probably push her to like, maybe like do too much of it, right? Like, she's gonna or something, right? Like, like, it's like, dude, yeah, I don't know, that like that's a whole different style of parenting, right? Like, that like goes down a deep parenting like alley. Like, so like, parents will sometimes be super abrasive about things, right? And I feel like that's not the way to go about it, dude. Like, kids are gonna do what they're gonna do, you know what I'm saying, one way or another.
Exactly. And that's what I feel like really strict parents like don't understand. sometimes. It's like, I mean, I'm not a parent, so I really have no
Yeah,
idea
100%.
like what I'm talking about. Like, I know raising a kid is hard, but I also know that like being a helicopter parent is probably gonna push your kid to like lie to you for
Become
one,
good at it.
be
Yeah.
secretive, and like you said, I mean, maybe even push them in the opposite direction because they're just they don't agree with what you're telling them, like because they realize that you're out of your fucking mind, like
Yeah,
for some of the things that you're saying.
and they can't express their opinion because you're gonna
Right,
fucking clamp down on them, dude.
right. And I just think that at some point it just gets to you have to realize that kids are going to make stupid decisions and your kids are going to do really stupid things
Yeah, like kids are
because
dumb,
their
dude.
brain is not fully developed and they're just impulsive and learning about life, and that's okay. And you need to like sympathize with that as a parent.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Like, not every like kid needs to grow up and be this superb corporate employee like that. Like everyone wants them to be, maybe, right? Or like a doctor or this or that, right? Like, dude, kids can grow up and be anything as long as they're like not hurting people, or they're not lying. They're like they're like self sufficient. Like, that's what more could you really want? I think what I'm saying, from like kids. You know what I mean? You don't need them to be like billionaires or anything like that.
Mm.
I don't know. It's interesting, man. I don't think there's any right way to parent, man. Like, every motherfucker's just trying to figure that shit out, dude. And, like,
That
that's what
too.
I've realized.
That's another thing that I think they might not realize like fully what they're getting into sometimes when they have kids.
Yeah, I don't know, like, dude, like, my head's not in that space right now, but like, there would have to be like, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't even be able to work a job if I had a kid. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that might be too much. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we like to work out. Like, I still want to hang out on Friday. You know what I mean? I still want to do my shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
I like at this point, if you're asking me right now, right? And it's like, dude, if I'm like if my schedule's the way it is now, like, a kid cannot be in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like,
got no
dude, I
time
gotta
for
watch my fucking mafia documentaries. I gotta watch Peaky Blinders like 10 times on repeat, dude. Like, I don't got time for no kids running around.
Yeah, and I feel like that having kids at too young of an age can really have an impact on your growth as a person like that, because
Yeah.
you have no free time to like explore who you are and to like grow and change and to have experiences. Because I feel like when you're finding out who you are, like just trying new things is important, and when you're not trying new things, you're not finding out any new information. Even if
Yep.
you try something and fail at it or hate it, that I feel like that is just as valuable as having something good happen to you, or like realizing you're interested in something, because you can be like, all right, I'm not going to go that direction. It can still give you direction in life. And like when you're 19 or 20 years old and you have a baby and all you've known is like high school and living with your parents,
Yeah.
and I feel like you really don't know who you are as a person until like at least 30. Like I still have no idea like what I'm all about sometimes.
Dude,
And
100%.
I can't imagine what my life would be like if I had a kid when I was like really young.
Like, a lot of people will say, like, you can grow with, as like, if you have a kid when you're young, right, you can still continue your growth. But like, dude, it's all about like the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you have one, I think, right? Like, I don't know, I don't have one, but like, let's say you're trying to do some yoga, right? You're in the fucking living room. You're
Downward
trying
dog.
to a little downward dog action.
Sure.
Got this lotus pose going, dude.
Uh-huh.
You're nearly levitating. You're about to levitate.
Sure.
And then old Sally upstairs, the baby monitor goes off, and fucking, and you gotta, dude.
There goes your
There
chi.
goes your chi.
Right out the fucking window.
Go up there, fucking pull your hair out real quick, fucking scream "I hate you" to the baby, and then come back.
Shut
downstairs.
up.
Shut your
Like,
mouth.
what do you say to a baby even?
Yeah. So like, and then you're done, right? So like, I can't even, you know what I mean? Like that, I can't do my yoga, dude. I can't do none of that.
I definitely think that unhappy parents don't your kids aren't going to be happy if you're not happy.
Yeah, yeah. If you're not happy right in this moment, do not throw a kid into that mix.
Yeah, it's like you definitely have to you have to have more than enough money to raise a child. I'll put it that way.
Dude, like, yeah, exactly, man. Like, you can't, dude. Like, I don't know when you're like the definitely not the money that you have when you're 19 is can you raise a child with? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even maybe right now I could handle a child, maybe. That's maybe, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
I
a
don't know
hard
for
maybe.
sure. Like, dude, we might be at
He might die.
Dude, we might be at Aldi, dude. We might be just out there getting like, like 18 packs of Greek yogurt for like 69 cents a piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got no problem with that. 89 cents milks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not knocking Aldi, dude. I like Aldi.
Sounds like you are, man.
You know what, dude?
You better lawyer up.
You know what, Aldi? Yeah, dude. Straight up though. I think like diapers, you know, one of my buddies has like a couple kids now, dude. Diapers will get you, dude, you know?
They're really expensive, and so is baby formula.
And
And
how about adult diapers, dude?
oh yeah,
How much would those run you?
I don't know, man. You got no idea.
God damn
The
it.
diaper game. I think that I lost my train of thought, dude.
Adult diapers got you
Yeah,
confused.
dude, adult diapers really derailed this whole.
You know what, dude? On a side note, do you drink do you mess around with whiskey? You drink whiskey?
Sure, sometimes, yeah.
Dude, so Costco has this 22-year whiskey, right? And normally I feel like something like that would be like over $100, right? It has this like bottle of 22-year like Kirkland whiskey for like $70,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty good. You know, it's actually pretty good. I tried it once, and it's not bad at all. Costco's got some good stuff, dude. Sometimes I'll walk around there during lunch, just, give me some samples.
You work right by Costco?
Yeah, man. I work across the street from a Costco, so like I'll go in there around like 12:30, and I'll just like make my way like a square around Costco, but I'm full by the time I'm out.
You got
dude.
your own trail?
Got me, dude. I got my own trail. Got a few chicken bites, man. Got some spinach artichoke dip lined up.
Has anybody ever called you out? Just be like, yo, this dude is in here every day.
You know those old ladies don't
snatching up all the croissant hot dogs.
They got the walkie-talkies. He's coming. He's coming. Yeah, dude, straight up, man.
You go there every day?
Nah, dude, I don't go there.
Oh, okay.
I don't go to the office anymore. I would go there like
Well,
on Wednesdays, probably like once
every
a week.
Wednesday.
Yeah, man. Cash me.
Free sample day.
What's up, baby? We in here. Just roll in there, dude. Just high-fiving the dude at the front. What's up, Ron? We're back in here. Got any new TVs?
You have a Costco membership?
Huh?
Do you have a Costco membership?
Yeah, dude, I got a Costco membership.
What do you buy from there?
Goods. Toilet paper mainly.
Mainly TP.
Mainly the TP.
Were they sold
Few
out?
Fleeces.
Have they been sold out recently?
You know what, dude? We've been like ordering most of our shit, to be honest.
Dude, I feel like Costco would probably be the first place to be sold out of TP because I feel like that is like Doomsday Prepper headquarters is
Yeah,
Costco, man. Because
dude.
them dudes trying to go in there and give me a 100-gallon drum of peanut butter.
My mom seems to have like a hookup for like Clorox wipes, dude.
I have not seen Clorox wipes in the last like 4 months anywhere.
Dude, it's really weird. I'll go over there. So when we go, we can only literally buy one of those skinny tubes, like the small ones of Clorox wipes at a time, right? And
Yeah.
so you can't buy any more. But like my mom, every time when we go home, she'll be like, yo, I got you. Like a 3-pack. I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? Like,
Where'd she get it from?
I don't know,
dude?
man. Like she's like, it's kind of like she's got a guy. You know what I
Them
mean?
black market Costco wipes.
Yo, I got a guy, dude. I'm gonna go grab some wipes. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna ask any questions, Mom. I figure you're legit. But yeah, dude, I don't know. That's about it.
I feel like my parents like were stocked up on everything.
Propane tanks.
Not propane tanks, but just I don't know. I mean, at first it was like chaos. Like people were snatching everything up, dude.
dude.
Like I went to Target and there was
Anything.
like there's no cans on the shelves, man.
Yeah.
It's just like my God.
Like, dude, everyone was snatching up anything. Like even like stupid things, man. Like people were snatching up like shampoo and like razors, dude. Like there was like nothing, and I'm like, there's no sense in this. You know, what are we doing here? You know, I get like water bottles, maybe not even that. Like get yourself a Brita. You know what I mean?
It
You're
ain't
good for a
hard.
few
Like the
months.
water's not going anywhere.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the water's okay. But I don't know, dude. like towels. Everyone's like stealing everything, dude. There's no gauze pads, man. I had to order a first aid kit from Amazon because I didn't have it. There was no Band-Aids.
They stole all the Band-Aids.
I don't know if they stole them, man.
Well, not stole them, but what do you
snatched them up, dude.
What do you need like 20 packages of Band-Aids for?
I don't know, man. Protect you from COVID. Put them all over your body.
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised at the bootleg shit that people have out there. Did you see that one video of that chick online? I think she actually might have been at Costco. And she was like shopping with her shopping cart, and she had like this plastic cover from like a box fan like over her head. And she like zipped it shut around her neck, so she was just like had this clear plastic like box on her head.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
I did not see that, dude.
I mean, she probably suffocated. I think she's dead now.
There you go. Welcome.
She didn't poke no holes in that thing.
People just stepping over her. like no one's calling anybody. Just going to get the samples. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Costco's a really cool place. I've bought so much shit from there. Like groceries, obviously, but like I bought like TVs from there. Man, they got good deals on TVs. Whiskey, they always have good deals on alcohol and shit there. You know, they got like a lot of little different types of snacks and everything too. So you know, but like Trader Joe's has good snacks too, dude. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, like we'll buy a bunch of snacks from Trader Joe's and like they got like dips and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got like turkey jerky, like turkey Slim Jims, dude. Come on now.
Yeah. I mean,
too, man. What are you gonna do?
I love going good grocery shopping is like my favorite thing. Like people get all salty when they have to go grocery shopping. I eat it up, man.
Dude, like put some headphones in.
Just like today's my day, man. I'm gonna go pick out everything I'm about to chomp down on throughout the week.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if you got the list, you know, after you go to the same grocery store multiple times,
I don't make a list, dude.
You don't?
I improvise.
You just peruse.
Man, dude.
No, you can't go.
I'm out there
like
freestyling, son.
Dude, especially if I like, you know, like if I like smoke a little and go to the grocery store, like I'll put my headphones in, and like there's no room for air, dude. I cannot be like picking things out. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'll like come out with some shit that I don't even need. You know, like So like I'll make a list. I'll know where everything's at. I'll go ahead and grab that, and then I'm out. And I might have a weird interaction with like some brown lady that like is trying to like think I'm her son or something. You know what I mean? Like I'll always see a bunch of brown people at like Walmart and
Happens
stuff.
Every day.
Hello.
So you literally just get everything on your list and get out.
Yeah, dude.
Why?
What do you do? You walk
Dude,
out,
I get at least like 5 to 10 impulse buys, man, where I'm just like I don't even know what this is, but I'm going to try it cuz that picture looks cool. And I don't know.
You ever like what's one thing that you impulse bought that like wasn't good?
Wasn't good? Oh man.
Cuz like I would agree with impulse buying those like sparkling waters you buy. Cause like there's all the flavors.
You can't go wrong.
You
can't go wrong with that. That's like that's like the softest impulse buy. I'm talking like dude, I went to Super H Mart, that Korean market in Lyle. I mean, that place is one giant impulse buy.
You a live swordfish?
I got these like spicy prawn chips. They were like pork rinds. They were like spicy pork rinds, but they were like tasted like shrimp.
Okay.
And they were fucking fire, man.
That's the worst one?
No, that was the best, dude. That was a solid impulse buy. I'm telling you about, man.
That sounds good, man.
I mean,
you always got good snacks, dude.
Yeah, it's important.
I don't know, man. I feel like so the other day I was over at Target and I got these like brown workout pants, right? They're kind of like khakis. They look like khakis.
You work out in khakis?
They look like khakis.
Oh.
They're like those ones with the cuff down here by the ankle and
shit. You said workout pants?
They're like workout pants, but they're like this browner color. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
They're like you know those like athletic pants that are like they're like tapered and shit like that.
Yeah, like the joggers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
that's a good phrase for them.
Okay.
The joggers. So I got the joggers on. I got these like khaki colored joggers on.
Dude, I'm just picturing your ass out here like doing CrossFit, like some Banana Republic khakis, dude.
I got my Express Polo on, and I was just doing some hit cardio.
Dude, everyone's talking mad shit about you, man.
Yeah, dude.
The business casual CrossFit guy.
What's up, dude? At Orange Theory with a fucking badge on. You know, what's up? Badging into Orange Theory. What's up? Dude, I'm like, so I go in there. I'm wearing like these khaki color like joggers and like a red T-shirt, it's like a Chicago Bulls shirt. And some lady's like she's looking up at the like at the coffee section, and she's like, "You guys have any medium roast?" And I'm like I'm like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm the only one in this aisle, and I'm looking at myself, and I look like a Target employee.
Oh, she thought you worked there.
And I was like, you know what, ma'am? Like, if I knew where that was, I definitely would tell you, but I don't work here. And she looked at me, she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Get fucked, dude.
How dare you?
Oh, you know what? Call the manager. I'd have a cleanup on aisle coffee, dude.
Dude.
Whoosh, slap the shit out of me. But yeah, dude. I don't know.
Why don't you help her out, man?
I was trying, dude. But I gotta stick to my list, dude. You know what I'm saying? I got my K-cups and I'm out, dude. Like, I don't got time for this.
Women and children last, dude. You got a list of things to get.
Yep. I can put backhand old lady on this list if you need me to. I can write it down.
I don't know, dude. You never just like.
You know where I go to, dude? You know, in the clearance aisle in Target, they got like all these shoes, like dress shoes and like athletic shoes and stuff. You can get some nice, like, you know, those boots, like those like brown boots you can wear out and stuff like that for like $12.
Yeah.
So, dude, I'll go down there for sure and I'll improvise. I'll moonwalk down that aisle, fucking robot.
So it's all business until you get to the discount shoe bin. Then
That's
you
when I take my
splurge.
clothes off. So I put my hands on my knees, dude. Oh, dude. But yeah, man. All right, bro. You want to cut it? I think we did like
What are we at?
over an hour, dude.
For real?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Let's see.